Today, we are diving deep into Russia's major push to completely rebuild its regional aviation from the ground up, featuring a brand new, entirely domestic aircraft that is hitting some big development milestones. We will explore the latest timelines, the engineering breakthroughs behind the new engine, and how it survives brutal endurance tests, so make sure you watch till the end to see how this ambitious project unfolds. Russia's effort to revive regional aviation with an entirely domestically powered aircraft has reached another important milestone. The certification of the 9-seat LMS-901 Baikal light multipurpose aircraft, which is equipped with the indigenous VK800SM turboprop engine, is expected to be finalized in the third quarter of 2027, according to Rosaviatsiya chief Dmitry Yadrov. At the Inoprom 2026 International Industrial Exhibition in Yekaterinburg on July 6th, Yadrov said that the certification campaign had reached its definitive phase. This timeline is the latest schedule for one of Russia's most closely monitored civil aviation programs, which is designed to replace the outdated Antonov An-2 fleet that operates in remote regions. The Baikal aims to serve as the foundation of regional last-mile air transport, connecting isolated communities where larger aircraft are economically unfeasible, while also accommodating 9 passengers on short and unprepared airstrips. Moving right into the market dynamics, there is a massive growing demand for these regional aircraft across the country. Russian airlines have already indicated a need for 69 Baikal aircraft through 2035, as per Rosaviatsiya. The demand highlights the need for modern utility aircraft to service remote areas in Siberia, the Far East, and the Arctic, where aviation is often the only year-round transportation option. The Baikal has been designed as a multifunctional platform that is capable of performing a variety of tasks, including cargo transport, medical evacuation, aerial surveying, agricultural operations, and emergency response missions, in addition to serving as a passenger aircraft. It is expected that its operational adaptability will render it a direct successor to the legendary An-2, which has fulfilled these functions for decades. To make this happen, a domestic power plant becomes the ultimate centerpiece of the entire engineering effort. The current development phase is dedicated to the integration of a Russian-only propulsion system that comprises the AV901 propeller and the VK800SM turboprop engine. This work is being conducted under the LMS-5 Research and Development Program, which was funded by a government contract awarded to the Ural Civil Aviation Plant by the Ministry of Industry and Trade of Russia in April 2025. The contract, which is valued at over 10.3 billion rubles, encompasses the redesign of the aircraft to accommodate the domestic engine, the completion of the full certification campaign, and the preparation of all necessary documentation to secure type certification. The program is expected to be completed on December 17, 2027, which is in close alignment with the certification timeline that Rosaviatsiya has announced. Honestly, it is wild how much pressure is on this project, since Western sanctions basically cut off all foreign parts, forcing the team to redesign everything on the fly. Russia was compelled to redesign various civil aviation programs around domestically produced systems, thereby making the transition to a completely indigenous power plant a strategic priority. Here at the Altitude Addicts YouTube channel, we track these massive aerospace shifts closely, and this specific transition is incredibly ambitious. Now, looking ahead at what is coming up in just a moment, we will jump right into the actual flight testing data and the brutal physical loads these wings are taking. So stick around, because you will not want to miss these upcoming engineering stats. As the process moves forward, flight testing progress continues to gain serious momentum. The Baikal, which is equipped with the VK800SM engine and AV901 propeller, commenced flight testing on December 24, 2025, from the airfield in Yekaterinburg operated by UZGA. The maiden flight was an important accomplishment for the project, as it was the first time the aircraft was operated exclusively with Russian-developed propulsion hardware. Engineers have systematically expanded the test program and amassed a vast amount of structural and performance data since that time. Additionally, the aircraft is equipped with advanced onboard measurement equipment that captures hundreds of flight parameters during each sortie. These measurements are indispensable for verifying aircraft behavior during the certification process and guaranteeing adherence to Russian aviation safety regulations. To ensure safety, the endurance testing pushes the engine to its absolute limits under extreme stress. Shortly before Inoprom 2026, the VK800SM engine underwent a rigorous 150-hour endurance testing program in conjunction with flight tests. The engine is continuously operated at maximum power settings during these extended bench tests to exhibit thermal stability, durability, and reliability in the most demanding operating conditions. These endurance campaigns are a critical component of engine certification, as they confirm that critical components, such as turbine blades, bearings, fuel systems, and control mechanisms, can endure extended operation without experiencing unacceptable wear or failure. The successful completion of these tests will eliminate one of the most significant hurdles to obtaining certification for the engine, which is a prerequisite for the certification of the entire aircraft. So let's keep it real for a second. Testing an engine like this is basically trying to break it on purpose just to see how tough it actually is. The engineering team is actively measuring real-world aerodynamic loads to find any hidden weaknesses. The engine's piping system and the AV901 turbine blades are currently undergoing strain gauge testing, which is one of the more technically challenging stages. We still need to look at how they are measuring the heavy vibrations on the propeller blades and what this means for the future of remote flights. So stay tuned as we wrap up this technical breakdown. The Altitude Addicts YouTube channel will keep you updated on whether this plane actually hits its production deadlines. Deformation sensors have been installed across the engine's pipelines by engineers to quantify the vibration stresses that are produced during operation. The data helps ascertain whether the piping system can withstand long-term exposure to engine-induced vibrations without fatigue cracking or structural failure. Strain gauges have been installed on the propeller blades to monitor the aerodynamic loads that are generated as airflow flows the aircraft's nose and fuselage before reaching the propeller. These complex airflow interactions cannot be accurately reproduced in laboratory conditions, making real flight measurements indispensable. The data that is generated will be used to improve structural models, verify engineering calculations, and verify that the propeller and engine are operating safely throughout the aircraft's flight envelope. All of this technical data represents a critical step in the rebirth of regional aviation for the nation. Officials now believe that the Baikal program has entered its decisive phase, despite the fact that it has undergone many schedule revisions since development commenced in 2019. The Russian authorities have stated that the early selection of the domestic VK800SM engine during the certification process prevented the program from being further delayed by the necessity of repeating certain portions of the certification campaign otherwise. The LMS-901 Baikal, Russia's first modern, domestically powered light utility aircraft designed for widespread regional operations, could be operational by 2027 if certification proceeds in accordance with the current timetable. The successful certification of a new aircraft would not only introduce a new aircraft to a country that heavily relies on aviation to connect thousands of remote settlements, but it would also represent a significant milestone in the reconstruction of an independent regional aviation capability based on 100% Russian-designed technologies. For more deep dives into regional aviation projects around the globe, make sure to subscribe to the Altitude Addicts YouTube channel.